Bonjour, je suis dans Lomé, Togo. Je suis dans le pays de Togo. Hey, bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien? I'm in Lomé, Togo, in front of the Mon Plaza Hotel in Nicompue. It's north of Kojoviakopi. Kojoviakopi is like your center for tourists, and it's just across from the Ghana border. So I'm in front of a cheap hotel, kind of a chambre de passage. Okay, but I'm not staying there right now. I'm staying in my secret hotel. Vincent T wants to ask a question, and he didn't give me any more than that. I think he did give me his last name. I don't know which country he's from. Vincent T, how much alcohol do you drink in Africa? Well, I'm what they call a recovering alcoholic, so the answer is as little as possible. I'm going to make a joke. That probably panics my mother. When I say that, there's always these fermented drinks that they're trying to give to you that you don't realize they're fermented. I'm really careful now, since I drank chichi or something like that in Peru, and I realized that later that, no, I was in Colombia. And the girl's giving me this drink, and I'm drinking, and I realized this is a fermented maize corn drink. They got these things, but actually I don't think I drink any alcohol unless you call. I put rubbing alcohol on my face, and it really is annoying because, you know, the face is an organ, and it actually goes into the skin. It's your intention, guy. I'm not going to drink, period. I've been sober for 27 years, and I'm not going to drink. I'm not sure. I think I'm 26 or 27 years sober. That means I haven't touched alcohol. So how much do I drink in Africa? Zero. How much do the other expats around me? 24 hours a day. No, I'm making a joke. Most of the expats in Africa are not heavy drinkers because I think it's too easy to get yourself in trouble. The ones that do drink are, like the ones here, are hanging around the Galleon Hotel. Galleon Hotel is probably your drinking hotel in Lomé, Togo. There's always a drinking hotel where you can live in the hotel, drink in the hotel, get your girls in the hotel, and do all this stuff. And it's like a built-in safety net, and probably ran by a foreigner. And this one's ran by Yao, so it's nothing more than a celebrated chambre de passage, and it's not really that nice. Now, there's an addiction by Americans to, like when Johnny was here, every night he wanted to say, where are we going to go eat dinner? And this addiction, along with your need to drink, can cause you some serious problems, because until you really understand what you're doing, which is about, I don't know, 10 or 20 days in a city, going out after 10 o'clock is dangerous. So, but what these guys want to do, they want to come to Africa, they want to party all night, they want to be the wildlife, they want to say they're the king of the world, and basically they get in trouble, but I don't care. He also asked about Nubian queens. I don't know what a Nubian queen is. Don't think it's an African term. Never heard of the word Nubian queen here, but there's beautiful girls. West African, French, Francophone girls are beautiful, and they're everywhere. I would say Lomé's got an over-propensity of beautiful ones. Here, I'll turn the camera around and point at one. Everything goes in front of the camera, right? What's she gonna do? You got to be paparazzi to do this, guy. Okay, turn the camera back around. We also have all our children. Wonderful. This is I'm calling her my fan club. She doesn't want anything from me. She just wants to be my friend. That's who you want. You don't want the girl that really wants to talk to you. You want the girl that doesn't talk to you. There's a higher propensity of beautiful girls in any big city on the planet, because I think the beautiful girls can use that beauty as an advantage So I'm in Lomé. So this is like, my friend tells me that up there where I was at in Kara, is where there's a training ground for, there's a white girl going by with her black boyfriend. Is a training ground for the girls to come here. The reason why I was in Kara is because it's more of a family atmosphere and the girls haven't figured out how to work everybody. Here they can do it without anybody really having a social problem. Okay. The number of expats in Africa in comparison to the rest of the world is probably 5 to 10% of the number, even less. They're only in the capital cities in Africa. They're hardly ever outside the capital. That's one reason why I had trouble with Kara. There was only one other real expat, two others. I mean white expats. There's some Nigerian. No. In Africa we have Chinese expats, we have Indian expats, we have all these things. I'm looking for the European American expats. I really don't want to talk to the Chinese ones. They're really difficult. He wants to know if I've been to Nigeria, and I got turned down by, I went to the Nigerian, last time I was here, I went to the Nigerian embassy here in Lomé and applied for a visa. They turned me down, told me I needed to go back to America. I pushed and pushed and got like one of the, like the second in command to come out and talk to me and said, this is crazy. And what his recommendation was go to Benin, Cotonou, and apply. So, same rules, but go to a different country. So there's always a way around it, but this is crazy. This guy's pretty smart. One of the things that got me to answer his question, because he's kind of it's quite obvious he's thinking about alcohol and boom boom girls, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe he just talks off the wall. There's these clever words that the whoremongers use that are really tough. I know them all, so I'm really worried about it. I mean, drinking and Nubian queen. Nubian queen. It sounds like a porn site. Okay. This is what's really insightful about him. He says that the Niger River. A Niger River starts in, I think it starts basically at the coast over by Guinea and then works its way up into Mali, comes over to Niger, the country of Niger, then comes down into Nigeria. And so the country, the Niger River, is the same as the Niger country and Nigeria. So I think they all come from this river. The delta is in Nigeria, which is a delta on the river is like, like the Mississippi's got the delta in, it's New Orleans, right? And the delta soil is better for growing, so it's a richer area. Lagos, I think, is close to the delta, so this is one of the most rich in growing things probably in Africa, and one of the reasons why there's probably a human density of 300 people per square kilometer there, and one of the most dangerous places is because it was one of the first places settled, and it's probably just up to your ears thing. Now what's nice about concentration of people, if you have a high concentration of people, it's easier to find a high concentration of intelligent people in one spot. I go up in the north away in the tribal areas and you may have one knowledgeable person in the whole village because there's just no social climbing there. There's no way to, when you climb out of the, if I'm up in northern Togo or northern Nigeria or any of these places, social climbing is going to the capital. Okay? I want to go to Nigeria. They tell me I need a visa. Maybe I'll apply for a visa in America and do what they want, pay through the nose, do the visa, come back to Togo, fly in, and then go by land across the thing. All I wanted to do is work my way to the other side of Nigeria, then apply at this little village, apply in the country for Cameroon. I want to go to Cameroon. I'd like to go all the way through Nigeria and stuff, but they talk too much. I don't like these guys just talking too much. They never stop talking. It's like I'm listening to a used car salesman and it will not stop. But that doesn't mean that the people inside the country aren't different than the people outside the country. I've only met the people outside the country. Okay, Vincent, good question. You guys that are trying to do those boom boom questions and trying to talk secret and do all that stuff, I really have no use for you. If you want to if you want to ask those questions, answer them honestly. Tell me you want to be a secret, and I'll answer them. I don't have any problem answering your questions. I have problems with you coming at me from a dishonest point of view. It's kind of funny. It's about 8 o'clock on I don't know, Thursday morning, and everywhere on the planet you see these girls dressed up in their, like, go to the bar clothing, coming home on their motorcycles. So we just had one pass by. That means she basically partied all night, landed in some man's bed, and is working her way home. Now, if you can figure out where she's going to, this is basically your Nubian queen that can be purchased for some alcohol and heavy-duty money. Hey, big spender. You spend large here, demonstration of higher value, and they get the girls. Now, I'm sitting here. You got to get it, guys. Just because I know about this stuff doesn't mean I'm, like, doing it. I'm sitting here 7 o'clock in the morning talking with my friends that are selling bread. I'm not coming home from the bars. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. This is my friend. ¿Cómo tu te parles? ¿Cómo te parles? Su nom? ¿Cómo te parles?
You don't have plenty.
What is your name?
Faustina.
Faustina. Your name is Faustina. Why do you speak English? You have the Rastafarian hat on. Okay, she sells, she's got some beans over here, bread, and bouillie. She's selling the bouillie. This little sign next to me says Tres Volant, which means an advertisement to put this braids in her hair. I think underneath that cap is some braids or tresses. And, you know, it's morning time, so they sort of protect stuff. Okay, Andy Graham, thank you, Troy. You guys that want to ask those wild questions, ask them honestly, approach me honestly, and I'll answer them honestly. You come at me tricky, I'm not in that game.